The Sticky Toffee All New Music Show, brought to you by JJ Kane. JJ Kane.
freedomtalkradio.co.uk.
Let's go!
This is the most diverse, most amazing, one of the funniest radio stations you could ever listen to on the internet. I've heard so much stuff from the ups, the downs, the left, the right.
The politics, the non-politics, the schmolitics, whatever you want to call them.
It's great.
Yeah, welcome back. That was good, Sean Ballard. Yeah, that song was just brilliant. There's no need to go into that one because William's left us, but what a lovely chap, William, from the Delphonics. So our next artist coming up, he equally also, I believe, runs a record label. He can, correct me if I'm wrong, produce Until Something Happens, or Push for short, entertainment production label is where the next artist is from. And born and raised in Oakland, California, Ash DaBlunt. Please accept my apologies if that's the wrong pronunciation. Ash DaBlunt has always been exposed to diversity in lifestyles and cultures after years of assisting other artists with their music by ghostwriting and producing under the name ChuckT. He decided to start writing songs of his own but under a different name, blending his Northern Californian background with his Jamaican Creole and Native American Cherokee tribe heritage. Ash creates music that not only brings a silent gap between the cultures, but also merges them together, creating music that people can relate and gain inspiration from, utilizing his Native American heritage. Ash tells stories over hip-hop music that paint vivid and compelling images through rhyme. The name Ash DaBlunt was chosen as a way to pay homage to his Native American Cherokee tribe roots because it reflects the Native American naming culture of having a name that not only has a meaning, but it also can be a statement. After working on Richmond Native Changes project, destined for immortalities, Ash formed his production label, Produce Until Something Happens Entertainment, aka Push Entertainment, and signed himself to his label as the first artist. Later, Ash released a project that he produced, mixed and mastered under his producer name, ChuckT, entitled There's Something About Mary. Ash DaBlunt makes his solo debut on the Push Entertainment label with his ChuckT self-produced single, Way She Do It, a song for men in relationships who appreciate their girlfriends, finances or wives, and also as a way to uplift women who are blessings in relationships rather than causing stress and confusion. Now, would we ever say our wives cause stress and confusion in our relationships? Anyway, before I get millions of phone calls from the ladies, YouTube.com, you can watch some of these records and listen to. It's got all the songs on iTunes. Way She Do It is on iTunes, Google Play Store, album under Ash DaBlunt, Way She Do It. Open.spotify.com, they've got a track there, Way They Do It. Got Google Play, I mean, there's everything. The main website is ChuckT beats.com, ChuckTbeats.com, soundcloud.com/ChuckTbeats. Ash DaBlunt is also on Spotify again. Loads and loads of places. Facebook.com, DaBlunt is lit. So DaBlunt is LIT. Well, there you go. That's another amazing artist tonight, and sometimes they just come through the email box, Sandy, and then they appear on the show. yeah, we are advertising everywhere free of charge to give people some exposure, and we're trying to link up with independent artists to make freedom festivals around the world with our colleagues, both in Oregon, in the US, Scotland, and throughout the world. So these independent artists are a good way of passing the message of the Global Freedom Festival that will hit the world by storm, of all indie artists, normal artists, painting, poetry, the whole lot in 2018. And you've heard it first from me and Sandy Smith, Aka, my good friend and brother. Right, rather than just waffling on like I've just been, we'll talk to Ash. Very warm welcome to Andy and Sandy's Bands and Musicians show, my friend.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Not a problem. Sandy, say hello to, is it Ash you prefer or Chuck?
No, Ash works.
Okay. Sandy, say hello to Ash.
Good evening, Ash. It's lovely to have you on our show tonight. We seem to be having quite an amazing show here tonight with some amazing guests. So,
all right, man. I'm glad I could be part of the lineup.
Well, do you know what? We wasn't going to be doing a show today, but all of a sudden, early last week or middle of last week, 2 amazing emails come in, and here you are. You're the next one. We had William from the DaBlunt from the 60s and 70s, and now yourself.
All right. That's great, man.
Yeah, so you're down there in California, in a small area of California, yeah?
Yeah, Oakland, California. It's not that small though. Actually, it's a pretty big city, and then you got the whole Bay Area. It's I was reading up on where you guys are at. It's kind of similar. Like you guys have whale sightings and dolphins and seals and whatnot because you're by the water. Same here. You go out into San Francisco and go by the pier. The seals are hanging out. You can see a few whales every now and then. So life on the water. You guys are familiar with that, or some of your listeners,
Yeah, we do have a bit of coastline because we're up an island. But yeah, it's awesome. It's brilliant. So, who influenced your music styles then? Who was your greatest people to follow, when you was starting out in the industry?
Like people I follow, I more so follow somebody's business move. Like I admire a lot of artists and like their routes to success and like the decisions that they make. Like I admire a lot of artists who stay true to themselves and just do their own thing and stay as they say, stay down to come up. So artists like like Currency, underground artists, that's one. P. Diddy, we went to the same university, not at the same time, of course. He's older than me, but we actually both went to Howard University, and it's kind of like a legendary story about how Diddy went to Howard and stopped going there and then became the man that he is today. And, he just did that by following his own instinct. And that's a lot of things that I admire, just artists who, when I watch their backstory or biographies, and they'll just say, well, it was at that moment that I decided that I was just going to do this for myself. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm at that moment, that point in time in my life where I'm just working and got to do what I got to do for myself. Everybody tells me a lot of different things on how they think I should do. Oh, do it like this guy, do it like this guy. But I got to just do what works for me, you understand?
Yeah, you have to do it like you do it. Otherwise, it wouldn't be original. There's no copying anybody.
Right,
that's
exactly.
For sure. That's for sure. But I don't know. Some people get influenced by... I suppose it depends on the age as well, because I was always influenced by, I think it was called Tamla Motown in them days, and rock and roll. But that's because I'm nearly 50. I mean,
right.
If I was to be influenced by anybody today, and I don't know, there's not, there's a few poppy people around. You've probably heard of Little Mix. They're a band from one of these X Factors or Britain's Got Talent type of shows. They've got American Got Talent. You know, they come from there, and there's not much really I would listen to these days. It's all my records or all my tapes. You know, I don't have many CDs. They don't put any old stuff on CDs.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Everything's gone digital.
It's all gone digital.
Yeah.
But Sandy, do you want to ask a question?
Yeah, how are we doing, Ash? First of all, have you got any websites or Facebook pages or stuff that people can get to know you a bit better on?
Oh, yes. People could check me out on Facebook, either at facebook.com, ChuckT Beats. That's my producer page. So ChuckTBeats, ChuckT Beats. Or you can check out my my rapper page for Ash DaBlunt. It would be at DaBlunt is Lit, DaBluntIslit. DaBlunt is Lit. You can check me out on Facebook with both of those. Also for Instagram and Twitter from my producer is ChuckT Beats. ChuckT Beats for everything: SoundCloud, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. And my Facebook page, and it's DaBlunt is Lit for everything from my rapper page except my Instagram. That one is actually Ash ASH _ DaBlunt DABLUNT, and you can follow me and stay up to date. You know, I tweet back, all that. I follow back. You know, as long as you're not trying to spam me. I appreciate all the fans and love. So follow me, man. I could use some more followers.
Yeah, and have you got any sort of tours coming on or gigs coming on local? Or?
Any local gigs? Well, I'm trying to set some up right now, but I haven't had any songs really. I mean, any gigs lately. I've been just promoting the song to a lot of different stations, sending out CDs to different stations and things like that. Like everything, I'm really independent and kind of solo right now, so I'm just doing everything myself. So I have to do things in stages. So right now I'm doing the promotion, and then after I'm done with getting the promotion out, then we're moving on to trying to get some shows booked. I'm also working on another project with another artist of mine named Jamari the Trini Jam. He's actually a Trinidadian-born artist, but his parents one of his parents is from Trinidad, the other one's from Jamaica. That's why he's the Trini Jam, because he's actually a blend of both. And we're working on a project right now, as well as he's working on a solo project. I have a few beats that I produced for that. So I'm just doing a lot of things. I wear many hats. I'm doing this promotion for my label and for myself, and then I'm also mixing and doing some mastering and whatnot for a few people. And I'm writing songs. I got a lot of different things on my plate. And actually, while I'm saying that, shout out to Marshall Craig Mile. He's actually from Scotland, and that's who mastered Way She Do It from me. He's a guy that I work with, and he's from Scotland. And big shout out to him. He mastered the song for me.
Wow.
And do you find it's over on your side of the big pond? Do you find sort of getting gigs and that are they quite hard to get, or?
I don't feel like it's hard to get once you just put yourself out there. It's just a thing of, it's a few promoters out who like to tell artists, oh, if you want to be performing, then you got to sell tickets. And that's the promoter's job. So I don't try to get involved with any shows like that because, and then some people will tell you, you have to pay to perform. And, there's a saying, that's hustling backwards. And out here in America, that's what people say. I don't know if they say it in Scotland, but that's hustling backwards. The whole point of a business is to, make a profit. And if I'm spending money to perform and I'm not going to get any money back for doing a performance when big-name artists get paid to perform and don't pay to perform, then that's just backwards, and I'm not going to go down that hole. So it's just about finding the right promoters.
Yeah, in Scotland, there's a word that's not in the dictionary that, you often tell them to do one. Yeah, if you can remember, or you've got a pen or an email there, JJ Kane from the UK, she runs an organisation called Sticky Toffee, and she'll be willing to give you an interview about your music.
Okay, it's called Sticky what now?
Sticky Toffee, and the lady's name is JJ Kane, Kane. And if you look on Twitter for TRS Tango Romeo Sierra 24 radio, TRS 24, or Google it anyway, TRS 24 radio, and they do big indie artist promotions. I mean, super big, because I think their internet station's linked up to some of the majors over there in America.
Okay. Great, thank you.
So that's a couple of tips and tricks. I'm sure you'll find them. Oh yeah, the names of TRS 24 is Alshia, which is like ALYSIA, and Chris, CRYS. Yeah, Chris and Alshia, spelt differently than normal. But you'll see them on TRS. They're mainly on Twitter, they are. It's a big outfit. I'll tell you what, let's play, and then you can tell us all about it. Way She Do It first, because that's your debut single. So, the Way She Do It then, shall we? And then we'll have a 4-minute break, and we'll listen to some fantastic music again.
Sash the blunt. Hey, you feel me, shawty? The way you just been, you feel me, taking care of brother and everything. Man, I really appreciate all that, you feel me? And I just had to write a little song about you, because I just love the way you move and the way you do. The way you do you is beautiful. Hey, check it out. And I just love the way she do it, way she do it, way she do it. And I just love the way she move it, way she move it, way she move it. And I just love the way she do it, way she do it, way she do it. Say she love me and she prove it, and she prove it, and she prove it. And I just love the way she do it, way she do it, way she do it. And I just love the way she move it, way she move it, way she move it. And I just love the way she do it, way she do it, way she do it. Say she love me and she prove it, and she prove it, and she prove it. We gon' have to make a movie starring you, cause you the truth. I just love the way you move, on top of all the things you do. You don't ever lose your cool when I gotta bust the moves. After I get to this money, you know I'm coming back to you. With your nice curves and thin waist, you like a cold bottle. By the way you walk and way you dress, it's like I'm with a model. And when I get you all alone, I dig you out like a bottle. The thing wetter than Niagara, you a queen like Cleopatra. Don't fold under pressure, got my back like chiropractors. Got them hater chicks mad, cause in my life you a factor. And it's bigger than the sex, cause you're real intellectual. Got street smarts and book smarts, you're clean and you're loyal. A grown woman about your shit, never petty, acting spoiled. Might settle down, wife you up, and then we have a child. And if you play your cards right, I might mess around and do it. Like to hear you say you love me, but I love the way you show it. And I just love the way she do it, way she do it, way she do it. And I just love the way she move it, way she move it, way she move it. And I just love the way she do it, way she do it, way she do it. Say she love me and she prove it, and she prove it, and she prove it. And I just love the way she do it, way she do it, way she do it. And I just love the way she move it, way she move it, way she move it. And I just love the way she do it, way she do it, way she do it. Say she love me and she prove it, and she prove it, and she prove it. I just love the way you do it, I just love the way you move it. I just love how you say that you're real, then you prove it. Like it's really nothing to it. Got my exes looking foolish, cause they blew their chance with a real one like to lose. With me it's not about I, with you it's never about you. It's all about us, you, my entourage and crew. You the yin to my yang, my umbrella in the rain. Every time I'm feeling down, you lift me up like a crane. If you weren't here with me, I'd still do my thing. But believe when I say it just wouldn't be the same. Cause you're one of a kind, you $1 to a dime. You a grown ass woman, but you're far from your prime. Aging just like wine, getting better with time. Pray our love do
remain the same. If not, that's a crime. Cause I appreciate your body and your soul and your mind. I'm loving everything about you and I'm glad that you're mine. And I just love the way she do it, way she do it, way she do it. And I just love the way she move it, way she move it, way she move it. And I just love the way she do it, way she do it, way she do it. Say she love me and she prove it, and she prove it, and she prove it. And I just love the way she do it, way she do it, way she do it. And I just love the way she move it, way she move it, way she move it. And I just love the way she do it, way she do it, way she do it. Say she love me and she prove it, and she prove it, and she prove it.
And I just love the way she does it. That's brilliant. I like that. And nice and catchy there, Sandy.
Yeah, it sure was there. You know, I like that. I like that.
It's got a couple of. It's got a couple of more, and we'll ask him, you know, later on if we should play them. It's just that we've got some you featured on there, Ash. I'm on. And 420 feet. They're okay for the radio, are they?
Excuse me?
You took part in I'm On and 420 feet. Sorry, 420 feet.
Oh, right. Yeah. Those two songs. Yeah.
Are they okay for the general audience?
Yeah.
I mean, I was reading about what they were about. That was no big deal, you know. It's just, yeah, we'll play them later then. Sandy, do you have any more questions at this stage for Ash?
Yeah, if it's okay to ask a quick question here. I see that you've done quite a bit of ghostwriting and producing under the name of ChuckT.
Right.
The name ChuckT, how did that come about?
Oh, well, that's just my nickname growing up. My real name is Charles, so everybody always called me Chuck, and my last name starts with a T. So I just basically just put it together, man. You know, you got Chuck D from Public Enemy. Well, I'm Chuck T. But as I started progressing into coming out with my own solo music, my own solo career as an artist and not just a producer, there are a few other artists out there who already have been putting out music as rappers under the name ChuckT, and then certain big name rappers like The Game. A nickname that he goes by is ChuckT because you know, he's supposed to be like a West Coast icon. So Chuck Taylor's is kind of like a West Coast shoe. So he calls himself that. And then there's also a DJ calls himself DJ ChuckT. So just to keep all the confusion down from between those two and a few other artists who I've discovered through my years who make music, I decided to give myself just reinvent myself and give myself a completely new name to stand apart from the other people.
Yeah, I also see there with your name, DaBlunt, it was chosen as a way to pay homage to his Native American Cherokee tribe roots.
Right.
You know, so where you sort of, your roots, can you trace it back to the Native American?
Well, on my father's side, his mother, so my grandmother, his mother's father, my great-grandfather, he was a full-blooded Cherokee Indian, and then the same goes for on my mother's side. Excuse me?
That's amazing.
And on my
when you can trace.
Right, and then the same goes for my mother's side. My mother's father's mother, so my great-grandmother, she was actually full-blooded Native American. So that's I'm like on both sides. I have an equal amount, I guess you could say.
So the name we've got, like DaBlunt, you know how it was chosen. Is there a meaning behind your name as well? I
mean, well, I kind of like I've looked at the symbolicness. like, you know, a phoenix rises from the ashes, and through a lot of burnt bridges, and like I came about like to start rapping. It really came about from a lot of burnt bridges and a lot of bad friendships and things like that. So it was just like I decided I'm, like I said earlier, going to start doing things for myself and stop. Because as a producer, a lot of people try to take advantage of you sometimes. Like, oh, just give me the beat for free, and then I'm going to make a really good song to it, and we're going to blow up, and everything's going to be all right. And it's never really that easy. And then also, when you give an artist a beat, sometimes they can go and get shows because they make a song, but there's no guarantee that when the promoter pays them for performing, that they're going to take a piece of that money and give it back to you. So a lot of people try to take advantage of me as a producer and things like that. So I just decided through all that I was just not going to sit around and basically, because you're basically sitting around waiting for somebody else to help make you famous, kind of. And I'm sitting here helping people write songs that people are telling me that I'm around them when people tell them they like. I decided I'm just going to write my own music and, you know, basically put myself on, help myself get to where I want to be.
Yeah, you're always better to do your own stuff. You know, you get a lot of people today, and they try to be somebody. You know, they try to get the same image and same sort of type of songwriting, producing and stuff. And to me, that's be yourself, and you'll do a lot better.
Right, that's how I feel. Because, you know, that person's already doing what they're doing, so you're just a copy. Like you said, you're not original. Everybody's seen that already. So I'd rather just be myself, and then even if it goes wrong, at least I did it the way I wanted to do it. You know, I could be happy with that. No regrets.
Yeah. And what do you sort of, you know, what do you like, when you're writing a song, what do you like writing about? You know, is it life in general or other people's lives or what?
I like to write about things, like I like to write songs sometimes that have like a lesson into it. So I'll write about experiences I might have had or experiences that I know about from people that I know, and then just put the lesson into it. Like I have a song right now, Chasing Rainbows, that I'm working on. I just have to get the clearance on the sample as well, and a few other songs I have to get some clearances on. But yes, hopefully everything works out and I can get that song out. It's a really good storytelling track. I just like to write about real things, like I said, things that people can relate to or may inspire somebody. And then I also like to just write songs that, you know, feel good songs, something you could party to, because you can't always be serious and down in the dumps all the time. It's okay to enjoy yourself, you know. So I like to write songs that people can enjoy themselves to as well.
No bother there. I'll let Andy come in with a few questions now.
Yeah, I'm going to play. Cause the tracks are pretty long as well, and you know, I will ask a question, but after the next track then. So we've got I'm On. I don't know if that's a full name of it, but it's...
Yes, that's actually, yeah, it's, I'll help you out. It's I'm On, and it's featuring Minnesota rapper Raptor. That's his name, Raptor. He's from Minnesota. He's on the hook. And New Jersey native THEJAHZ. He's from New Jersey. His name is THEJAHZ. He's a pretty good friend of mine. We all came together, put this track together. It was for a project entitled There's Something About Mary. I came out with it. I don't know if in Scotland 420 is a celebrated thing, but here in America 420 is like National Marijuana Smoking Day. And so I had a few songs with people that I produced, and people came up with hooks and things like that. So I put them all together on one project just to like celebrate the day. Because out here in the Bay Area, in San Francisco, there's a giant party in this park called Hippie Hill. Everybody comes together, thousands of people. They all come out there and just celebrate the day. So I came out with that for that day, with this project. So I'm On is actually a song that's just talking about basically, you know, enjoying the high that you get from marijuana.
Okay, then we'll go with that one then.
Drifting in and out. We got ChuckT in the building. Yeah. Dark side. Raptor. That means it's money. Yeah. Don't even know what's wrong. Said I'm on, so faded right now. I don't really know if I can take it right now. Said I'm on, so faded right now. I don't really know if I can take it right now. Said I'm on, so faded right now. I don't really know if I can take it right now. Said I'm on, so faded right now. I don't really know if I can take it right now. Said I'm on.
Like street lights during hours of the night. Yeah. Off top flight, bought the Vanna White. Hey. In the whip, rolling chops, bout the box. Hey. Get your drinks, grab a towel, it might get hot. Yeah. But this just round one in a long day. Okay. On some chill shoot, I smoke like 8 J's a day. When it comes to this weed shoot, I don't play. I'm a stone cold stoner, but be getting paid. Cause I don't condone getting high and wasting days. 24 hours, nigga, what you do today? Each moment a million, what you doing chillin'? Need to stack that dough up until it touch the ceiling. But if you get high and still be money scheming, then you on your shoot. Keep that broccoli steaming. Cause a nigga like me, that's really all I do. Smoke up a couple J's and while I'm on, make power moves.
Said I'm on, so faded right now. I don't really know if I can take it right now. Said I'm on, so faded right now. I don't really know if I can take it right now. Said I'm on, so faded right now. I don't really know if I can take it right now. Said I'm on, so faded right now. Yeah, I don't really know if I can take it right now. Said I'm on.
It don't matter that I ashed on my gray Timbs. I still hit the blunt with no patience. I still twist one up and then face it. I still get away like vacations. Astronaut that found a rock on the moon and had to stop. Picked it up and broke it open. Broke it down and started smoking. Keeping wax, cheap and laugh. Know the homie, keep the stash. Keep it 100, keep it bumping. Keep on faking, keep on fronting. High up on the cliffs. Burn my fingertips. Plotting on the future. Wait till karma come and suit ya. Only focus is my music. I get it once I choose it. Never ever lose it. I've done, I did, I do shoot. Jersey boy, smoking blue dream. I can teach you how to be conscious when you dream. THEJAHZ always down for new things. Crystals on, puffin' 2 rings. I can hear you when you ring.
Said I'm on, so faded right now. I don't really know if I can take it right now. Said I'm on, so faded right now. I don't really know if I can take it right now. Said I'm on, so faded right now. I don't really know if I can take it right now. Said I'm on, so faded right now. I don't really know if I can take it right now. Said I'm on.
Yeah, I can see how that would that would mean that. Yeah, and it could also mean anything, really. I guess you could twist it a little bit to mean other things, but it's absolutely a great. It's not one of these stereotype rapping songs that talk about weed. It's more of a. There's a good beat to it and a good whatever. It's yeah. What do you think, Sandy? Right.
Yeah. Really good. I like that.
Yeah, we got another one later on, but I was going to ask you, because it's rap, everybody, wherever you go, I don't understand this, you know, if it's pop, if it's country, if it's other types of music, the national media always stereotypes or always pick the big ones, and in rap, you know, the best rap singer has to always be Eminem and then, you know, Tupac. You know, me personally, if you get to know what Nas is all about and Notorious Big, you know, they're the more rapper than, you know, the enemy. I know he raps Eminem and all that and Tupac, but you know, they don't understand rap, although they do rap, if you know what I mean. I think Nas is my favourite one because he kind of knows the history of the rap, and you know, he just doesn't. He can do it.
That's like the cool thing about the genre, though, because the genre, it can give you whatever. Like, everybody isn't always looking for a rapper like Nas or like you know, Notorious Big. Sometimes people just want to hear some songs that make them get up and dance and forget about their problems for a quick 5 to 10 minutes. So somebody like 2 Chainz or somebody like, that's the cool thing about rap. It's not like one set thing at all. Like, whereas in country music, it's like pickup trucks, my guns, my faithful hunting dog, and my girl. You know, it's like it's the subject matter kind of stays in the park and in this one ballpark. But rap, you know, people try to generalize and say it's these few things like, oh, every song is about selling drugs, or every song is about this, that. But that's not true at all. It's a lot of different artists, and they make a whole lot of different songs. And just because somebody might make a song with this content or this topic in rap, it does not take it out of the genre. Whereas somebody might make a song, like, for example, the Dixie Chicks, they tried to stand up against, like, war that one time, and the country turned their back on them because as far as country music goes, you're supposed to be patriotic, they say. So, like, but in hip-hop, you know, you can talk about whatever, and people will still love it, will still listen and consider it rap. So, yeah, I like that, and I appreciate that, and I hear what you're saying.
Yeah. My friend who's listening made me laugh. We're going on holiday soon, and he says, can you play Walking on the Beaches Looking for the Peaches by the Stranglers? It's an old joke because my name's Peacher. So, Walking on the Beaches Looking for the Peaches, you know, it's in a rappy style.
Right. Right.
What are they like, eh? These British people. Also, real quick, before you move on to the next song, shout out to Dark Side. He helped me co-produce that beat, aka Dave Clarke. He's on the other song that hopefully we can get to and play 420. He's on that song as well. Yeah, I've got this song, and then I've got no more. I've got the 420 one, yeah?
Right.
Well, let's get this one out of the way, and then we can see if there's any more questions before you go. It's been brilliant, but I'll put it to Sandy, back to myself, and then that's we'll wrap it up early. So we'll play the 420 featuring Dave Clarke, and Ash is on here as well. There we go.
Hello? Hey, what's up with it, bruh? Hey, man, I'm with AMG right now, man. We was finna smoke in there. We was finna come through, bro. You with it?
Are you trying to blaze? Come through. We can burn that shit.
Alright, no doubt. Shit, we gonna be there in a hot one, bruh. Shit, roll some shit up. Bring the good stuff.
We getting zooted. That's the movement. I want 2 splits, I want 3 splits. Jesus, I've been off this weed since I was a fetus, since I was a mean kid. Turned me to a nice kid, that's what burning all night did. We burning that Thai stick with your girl though. Bet she gon' like it, bet we gon' swipe it. Nigga, you ain't hitting my you better stay silent. You rolling up ficus, we rolling up that high risk jello in your spine. Put it in a Rillo and then recline. Puff, puff, puff till I'm gone and lifeless. I roll roll the finest. Call me your highness, no, call me El Chapo. If I ain't got no, Dro hope he got mo, cause I know my dogs don't. We always smoking from SF to Oakland, so I know it's hopeless. We only smoking potent niggas.
It's 420, time to roll up another one. Hit the homie like, bro, you tryna mash one. We do this all day from sun up until it's gone. Vapors, woods, bloods, bones, and them King Kongs. It's 420, time to roll up another one. Hit the homie like, bro, you tryna mash one. We do this all day from sun up until it's gone. Vapors, woods, bloods, bones, and them King Kongs.
Roll it up, light it up, puff, puff, pass. Afghan Kush in my hand. I'm that man that you been seeing. Smoke it, toke it, choke it, forget what you heard. Girl, come on over, smoke like a king. Chronic Clubs building, just like a dream. Blowing out light steam, jump on the train. Shout hallelujah, feel so divine. Let me hit it one more time, man. And get so high, let the OG hit the lungs, enjoy this ride. Just like my lyrics, they start to flowing. Pen does the glide as the weed take my body like a tie, man. Now I'm craving everything fried. Pass the edible, it'll do the job just right. It'll do the job, it'll do the job just right.
It's 420, time to roll up another one. Hit the homie like, bro, you tryna mash one. We do this all day from sun up until it's gone. Vapors, woods, bloods, bones, and them King Kongs. It's 420, time to roll up another one. Hit the homie like, bro, you tryna mash one. We do this all day from sun up until it's gone. Vapors, woods, blunts, bones, and them King Kongs.
Vapors, woods, blunts, bones, and them King Kongs. No matter how you do it, make sure your weed strong. Pay 2 notes for the O like some phones. A Law and Order type of high, man, I'm always on. And baked cookies make special victims out of rookies. Loud weed with orange tint, so we call it Snooky. Couldn't smoke where I'm at, so I brought a cookie. Man, I'm always on my shit, never playing hooky. Glanced at my watch and both hands on 4. So that means it's time to roll up some more dro. Niggas say they blow bigger, but who keep the scope? All I know is that I'm rarely ever sober, bro. You on that whole shit, trying to watch what I do. Yeah, I get high, but I get dope too. Sticking to the code like a G supposed to. Every day's 420, this ain't nothing new.
It's 420, time to roll up another one. Hit the homie like, bro, you tryna mash one. We do this all day from sun up until it's gone. Vapors, woods, bloods, bones, and them King Kongs. It's 420, time to roll up another one. Hit the homie like, bro, you tryna mash one. We do this all day from sun up until it's gone. Vapors, woods, bloods, bones, and them King Kongs. It's 420, time to roll up another one. Hit the homie like, bro, you tryna mash one. We do this all day from sun up until it's gone. Vapors, woods, bloods, bones, and them King Kongs. It's 420, time to roll up another one. Hit the homie like, bro, you tryna mash one. We do this all day from sun up until it's gone. Vapors, woods, bloods, bones, and them King Kongs.
www.ChuckTbeats.com coming at your neck.
Well, there you go. Get yourself a little promo at the end.
www.ChuckTbeats.com.
Yep. Check out the website. Any artists out there that want to buy a beat or just hear some more music, I got a lot of music posted on my website, ChuckTbeats.com.
And of course, you know, you're helping others as well, which is always a good thing when people need a helping hand. It's always good to share the love and experience.
Yeah. Shout out to AFG at LA and Dave Clarke, man. Coming through on that track right there.
Any last questions, Andy?
Yeah, that was quite good tonight. I was quite enjoying that. You know, it's some of the music, you know, that you're doing, it's about the weed and stuff like that, you know. There were a wee thing there, and it was regarding Freddie Mercury from Queen, and it was over, I can't remember where it was, but it was over in America somewhere, and they had a big party going, and the cops were called. So they were told, you know, keep it down. So Freddie Mercury thought it'd be nice to the cops over there, and he invited them in, gave them a cup of tea, and would you like a little cookie? So he gave these cops these cookies, but they were hash cookies he gave them. And so see, as the story goes, this cop car gets down the road and it's weaving about all roads. You know? And I loved to see that. You know, to me that was quite funny. You know, it's brilliant. But it's been a pleasure having you on the show tonight. You know, the show's been real good tonight. You know, and it's always nice, you know, to get people from America and over onto our show. It lets the people over here in the UK and everywhere else that they can hear us tonight, you know, hear the stuff from what you guys are producing. So it's always nice to have that. So thank you for being on our show tonight.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
And again, and do get the artists when they're ready, you know, to come on, even if it's only for 20-30 minute chat. We always welcome anybody. Just, you know, send the music and the bios, and we'll fit them in on a Monday evening, afternoon, or we'll even try and fit them in another day if possible. And we'll play, you know, the music in rotation and 24 hours a day. And if we do, we always, well, when I get my new system started, it'll also be on the mobile, you call them cell phone apps, called TuneIn Radio, and it'll always have, you know, you can buy this at www. You know, we don't just put them out and let them play. In fact, in the future, I think it should be compulsory that artists should put their web address at the beginning of every record. Because if you think about it, all these radio stations that are lazy and don't introduce the track or the websites, you know, people are hearing good music. Yeah, but where's it from? Who did it? You know.
Right.
Yeah, so that's why we're going to be somebody different and say that this is from XYZ site, yeah.
Right. Cool.
Okay, we'll have a rest of a lovely day and...
All right. Well, one more thing. If anybody out there listening wants to send some beats or want to do a feature with me, want me to get on their song, you can email me at thebluntmusic@gmail.com. So that's DABLUNT music MUSIC@gmail.com. thebluntmusic@gmail.com. Yeah. So if anybody want to send me some features, or send me some beats that they want me to get on. I was just talking to an artist the other day about doing like some grime, working on like a little grime EP. So if anybody got something they want to send, want me to check out, I'm open, man. I'm down to work.